Hello there everyone, welcome to another episode of the Dorset road trip of 2025 and this is day 3, our trip to Weymouth, so enjoy the video. Alright, going across the A350.
Going out that way?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We went that way yesterday, didn't we? Or did we go that way?
There's the animal head office, well was the animal head office. Anyway, there's the Southwestern Trains, class 4440 electric. And that one is being, that was built by Siemens and then delivered to Southwest Trains in 2004 when it was under the franchise of SWT, and now it's SWR. Anyway, there's a view out onto the harbour. Hotel and pub. Here's the Mercedes-Benz garage. We're just coming up to Premier Inn Pool Halls Bay, which is on the right hand side. There it is.
Really?
There's the Premier Inn.
I don't think it's that far. Looking up this path area, but yeah.
There's the Premier
Is it
Inn
just
over
like
there.
walking from Pool Key to our house?
There's a dedicated parking garage, multi-storey. Bit random for multi-storey, but I think that's for the Amazon.
In a quarter mile, leave the roundabout at the first exit.
Just gonna
Leave at the first exit.
Jenkins Marine.
Now leave the roundabout.
Anyway, there's the
In a quarter
Mackeys.
mile, leave the roundabout at the first exit.
So 22 miles in towards Dorchester. So we're going across the A350. Now, don't let that fool you. It's not to be confused with the airlines that are made by Airbus. It's like there's A380 as well. So here we are.
Leave at the first exit.
It's 30 miles away.
Anyway, we're going to be entering the A35 just now. It's a boat in the roundabout.
Now leave the roundabout. For the next 3 miles, keep straight on this road.
can also straight ahead towards Upton, Hamworthy and Rockley Park.
That's where we stopped in on when we was little.
Ah, right.
Sorry, it's a bit boring.
Yeah, alright.
That's better.
Oh, yeah. Just a bit of gossiping going on. Here we go. 1.5 mile. These exits here for Blandford, Upton, and Hamworthy. Now that was one of the exits that we took 2 years ago when we went on this bit of detour. Obviously we then had to go down windy, twisty roads because one road was closed, and ended up going through like little parts of villages before entering the Roman town of Bath, and then getting onto the M4 to then integrate into the M5. Okay then guys, we're closer towards the Dorchester area, and we're also by the railway line that is part of the Great Western services from Gloucester and Bristol, and the South Western Railway trains from London Waterloo. And this is the link that goes into the centre of Weymouth. So my device has got a bit warm, so in the USB power supply. So as you know, do not leave your USB charger in the power supply, and if the device becomes hot, produces smoke or flames, or falls into the seat structure, as they say on the planes, please do not remove it and inform a crew member immediately. But I've decided just to remove my device from this USB port because I don't want to burn it out. Because as simple as that, banter only issues a one-way ticket. So we're now heading out of Dorchester area, so you'll be seeing some fantastic views. Now the Great Western Railway is alongside the South Western Railway, and you might have, for those people who probably own Video 125 DVDs, you might find out that you can get them from Video 125 or Video Scene, and they've got like Weymouth to Bristol driver's eye view, and of course Wessex driver's eye view, Weymouth to Waterloo. And so there's a transmission aerial there, transmission mast. So I'm going to get some good views in a moment, because you'll be seeing the Jurassic Coast that'll take you all the way into Weymouth town centre. So going into Weymouth town centre. So anyway, in the direction towards Weymouth town centre, there's a JCB digger. Tesco, don't forget to scan or tap your club card. Club card accepted. Payment accepted. Thanks for shopping at Tesco. And that's the one. So we're now in the countryside, but as we come to the cutting, you'll get some brilliant views in a moment. And welcome to Weymouth and Portland. There is the sea! Woo! Anyway, there's the sea.
That don't look at all, does it?
Here is the sea here in Weymouth. Hadn't been down here now since 2019, 4 years ago. Gosh, here's a view into Weymouth town centre. Sight when coming in. So there's a sign there for Upway, which is the first intermediate station on the South Western and Great Western trains from Weymouth. And Upway station is the first major intermediate station. There was one station called Radipole Halt, sorry, that closed on New Year's Eve in the 19th century. Anyway, there's the big metal giants that march across the Weymouth region. So this is taking us into the centre of Weymouth. So Weymouth is one of the locations. There was a Debenhams department store, but if you remember, Debenhams was folded in the 2020s, like closed for the final time in 2020, 2021, and now the branch here in Weymouth is now a branch of the Range. And the Range has acquired a lot of businesses, like they've acquired the DIY chain Home Base, and also they acquired
in a quarter mile, leave the roundabout at the second exit.
And they've also acquired Wilkinson's. So there's a sign here, Weymouth and Portland.
Yeah.
So we're now at the Jurassic Coast to Weymouth.
Different way you came.
Never, well, I'll come this way when I come down to look at that job at Portland Jail. I'll come down this way, but I've never come this road.
Yeah.
Road we used to come and then all down here. We come from that way, like Monkey World and Bovington.
Okay, here we are, now arriving into Weymouth's town centre.
Second exit, yeah.
Second exit we're going to take, so we're going to take the second exit onto the that will take us into Weymouth itself.
Leave at the second exit.
We're going to leave at the second exit, so here we are.
Dorchester vegan supermarket.
So there's a summer market going on here in Weymouth, Dorchester, sorry. So that's the exit towards Wareham and also to Upway Station. But we're going
now
for
leave the roundabout.
For all other
For the
attractions.
next 1 mile, keep straight on this road.
Anyway, here comes one of the bridges. Now, that was possibly constructed in time for the London 2012 Olympic Games sailing events that took place here in Weymouth. Still got the signage, because obviously the sailing events took place here in Weymouth. Weymouth is one of the most popular tourist attractions for Dorset. So coming into Weymouth, if you've watched Theme Park Worldwide, he's done a lot of vlogs down here. Unfortunately, the lovely snails ride isn't here anymore, which is a shame. I've had a lot of fond memories of riding the snails, and there was also other additional rides such as the paratroopers. There's also Bowley's Cove, which has all like the ghost train, etc. Lovely little attractions here in Weymouth. So we've got signs here for the Sea Life Park and Lodmore attractions. Follow for the Lodmore. For the Jurassic Skyline and Pavilion, follow for Harbour North, and Know the Fort and Brewers Quay, follow for Old
In a
Harbour
quarter
South.
mile, leave the roundabout at the second exit.
In a quarter of a mile, leave the roundabout at the second exit. And that's the direction towards Portland and of course the town centre. And there's a Premier Inn here on the outskirts here in Weymouth. So bus services provided here in Weymouth are operated on behalf of First Bus, which you might be familiar with. We've seen them across many parts of the UK, especially
Leave at the second
when
exit.
it comes to Worcester, Weston-super-Mare and Bristol and Stoke.
Now leave the roundabout.
Leaving the roundabout. So here we are. We're at the Manor roundabout. So get ready for the, and here's a Morrison's here.
Leave at the first exit.
Leave at the first exit.
Is that one there?
Yep. Leave at the first exit.
Never come this way, Joe, have we?
No. Anyway, there's Morrison's. I think that was a Safeway at one time, because obviously majority of Morrison's were Safeways. Hence the design.
Now turn right.
Get ready to turn right.
Where?
Go on.
Saying here.
There.
So now let's begin the lift tour. And here is the escalator in M&S, which is set for closure. And here is the lift, which is a ThyssenKrupp. What? Right, this is the lift at M&S in Weymouth Town Centre, and this is a ThyssenKrupp. Capacity 21 persons, 1600 kilograms. Got floor one. And one going in. Top. Door. This is the first. We're on the ground. Anyway, here we are at the south coast town of Weymouth, which is a popular seaside destination as well as the ports for the Channel Islands. The town itself is very well known for holidaymakers who would come here during the summer months. So you've got perfect public transport links with bus services across the Dorset region. There's the fairground on the beach, and of course we've got the Alexandra, which is the kids one. And of course, got great views. Got pylons here. And then of course you got the White Horse over at Osmington. So we're walking along this stretch here of Weymouth. So we've got some magnificent views. So you got the paddle boats. Now gotta watch it. Don't want to drop my camera on the edge because I won't be able to get it out. Because it's dangerous to do it. So always keep your phone well inside the pier because I don't want it dropped. But if you come here, it's brilliant. Brilliant if I had had a tripod with me, then all I have to do is just like film everything from the tripod itself. But Weymouth, it's one of the most iconic seaside destinations. Need to make sure I've got everything with me. So anyway, here's a sign here for Weymouth, Portland and Portland Borough Council. So we've got some good shots here. There's all the paddle boats all lined up. So of course you do have like seasonal bus services from here to Swanage. That only happens during the summer months because when it comes to the winter, those services get suspended and then they start up again when the tourist numbers start to pick back up again. And first provide a service from here to Swanage alongside more buses 30. But I think the X50 is the more quickest route between here and Swanage. Ferris wheel. So for those people who've not been here, who would love to come here, it's highly recommended. Anyway, here comes there's the paddle. There's the paddle boats coming into quay. Just want to try and step well away from the edge. Always step well away if you need this, because you don't want to like lose your phone. No chance. Nah, because the water could be so deep and your phone might not be as good anymore. There's all the row of houses, all the terrace buildings. There's a coach going along.
There's not much of it.
Go quick at the moment because there's not a queue. If there's a queue, you might be able to do something.
go on. Talk. Anyway, let's go to one and shut the door. Anyway, this is the lift at the range in Weymouth Town Centre. This is an house 2000, and this was where the old Debenhams was. We got one. Doors opening. Hello, coming in. Going down to the bottom.
Yes, please.
Ground. Top floor. Oh, this is going down.
No, press no, yeah, that's it.
Okay then.
For the next 1 mile, keep straight on this road.
After a good day in Weymouth, it's time to head back. So there's the metal giants again. So I'm going back inland. Because obviously if you are travelling to and from certain coastal ports, whether it's Swanage or Poole, you have to, or Bournemouth, you have to drive back inland to go back out. 50 miles an hour. Okay, I'll just pop them in nice and steady. Thank you very much. Don't want to make a mess. Anyway,
In half a mile, turn left.
In half a mile, turn left.
In a quarter mile, turn left.
We're now coming towards the Jurassic roundabout, which will take us out of Weymouth.
Now turn left.
Now following the signs towards Dorchester and Bridport.
For the next 3 miles, keep straight on this road.
Gotta keep straight on the road. So the time is now 14:14 in the afternoon, just nearly 2:15. So we're now thrashing out of Weymouth now. Weymouth and we're coming into Dorchester. We're heading for Dorchester now, which is close to the West Saxons. But Dorchester is actually well known for Thomas Hardy. The seaside town is now fading away from us now, unfortunately. But all good things come to an end. We've had a fantastic time and we are hoping to revisit the town in the not too distant future. And here's a good rhyme: up the hills and over the lea. That's the way for Billy and me. Here we go. Forming out. Here's the cliffs. Well, here's the cutting here. Had a fantastic. So now, oh, here comes us. There's a street light on the 10 service from Dorset to Weymouth. Now by a valley, a good view. We're now coming into a good view here.
It's a good view as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good view. Of course, you've got the Tesco's supermarket, which is down there, I think.
Obviously,
that was on the Poundbury development, with the Duchy of Cornwall. There's the railway tracks. Yeah, it is a fantastic view up here. Here it comes on. Oh, here comes a train.
Where is it?
Class 16. Here comes a train. That one's a class 166. GWR service. Arrival from Bristol. DMUs, diesel multiple unit. There's always a diesel multiple unit on the majority of those train services. Weymouths, and it employed the former Woolworth staff. Then it was renamed to Welchester, but that didn't really took off. And anyway, here's the Tesco supermarket just behind these trees here.
In a quarter mile, leave the roundabout at the third exit.
On the Poundbury development. So there's a Tesco's here in Dorchester, also by Moncton and Kane. So welcome to Dorchester. And over there is Dorchester Junction, where the railway company's part company. South.
Leave at the third exit.
Leave at the third exit. So the railway companies separate. So that way goes towards Honiton and Yeovil. That way it goes into the centre of Dorchester. So the railway companies.
Now leave the roundabout.
What they do, they then split here.
For the next 2 miles, keep straight on this road.
So the railway line split. The South Western Railway trains divert to serve Dorchester South, and the GWR train service go into Dorchester West. So it's 28 miles into Bournemouth. So what I'll do, I will stop filming now, and I'll catch you later. See you in a moment. Okay, 40 miles to Poole. So we are now heading along this road. There's a wind turbine in the field. John Deere tractor. Junction is for Beer Regis, and also for Milburn St Andrew, but obviously it's in 0.8 miles. We need to take the exit, so the road has now been reduced to just 2, but obviously this is a good long distance for those people who've not been to Poole before, Dorset.
In a quarter mile, leave the roundabout at the second exit.
Anyway, here comes another tractor. All the registrations in the HF series registrations, it shows you that you're under Hampshire. So we've got a sign here for the Tank Museum,
Leave
Bovington.
at the second exit.
So we've got to leave at the second exit. So going straight ahead goes towards Ringwood, Wimborne, Blandford Forum, Winterbourne and Kingston. And that's along the A31. So we're taking this exit, Monkey World and the Tank Museum, and here's a Shell petrol station.
In a quarter mile, leave the roundabout at the first exit.
So then in a quarter mile, leave the roundabout at the first exit. So
leave at the first exit.
Sign for Monkey World and the Tank Museum, where the Tank Fest takes place. So leave at the first exit. Poole, Bournemouth, A35, Weymouth.
Now leave the roundabout. Keep straight on this road.
So we're going to keep. So it's now 12 miles to Poole and 16 miles into Bournemouth, and twist in the Trentham Gardens up in Stoke. The switchback, so we're coming up now towards so turning right goes towards Wareham, and this will take us back into the centre of Poole. So the time is now 14:37.
Joe's going to get his Sedgefields.
Yep, fingers crossed. Could get there in super fast time into Sedgefields, which is like a model shop in the centre of Poole. Well, just like not in the heart of the main Poole, but it's like a shop that specialises in model products. And might see what there is. It's one of my favourite shops in Poole town centre. Obviously, since after the Beals closure, at least Sedgefields is still trading, and we're just now doing the twist and the turn. Blocksworth. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay then, after all this windy twisty road, we've now come to the Metal Giants again. Going left goes towards Morden, not Morden in Surrey, on the London Underground Northern Line. This Morden's different. So anyway, coming onto the Metal Giants, so we're not far away now from Poole. So I'll see you. Okay, we will soon be arriving into Poole, so we'll be nearly due into Poole. And Poole is like one of the major towns here in Dorset. So oh, plane up in the sky.
In a quarter mile, leave the roundabout at the second exit.
Okay, I've just had a look. That plane, according to the flight radar, is not applied, so it might be just probably a private aircraft by the looks of it. So in 170 yards, take the second exit. So going right goes to Sandford, not Sanford,
Leave at
Florida.
the second exit.
Not Sanford, Orlando. This is Sandford in Dorset. Dorset. So, Lichtenminster, Harbourview Crematorium.
Now leave the roundabout.
So, going this way goes towards Poole, Bournemouth, Upton, Hamworthy.
For the next 3 miles, keep straight on this road.
So we're now going to keep straight on the road. So 5 miles into Bournemouth, Poole, and 9 miles into Bournemouth. Take us into the centre of Poole, Jurassic Fields Festival in Bridport. So we're now going fast around these twisty bends. So we'll soon be reaching Poole Town Centre. Sign there for Blandford and Hamworthy. There's Rockley Park up there. So it's a lovely sunny day. So 4 miles into Poole, 8 miles into Bournemouth. So that'll be another 4 miles away. Here comes the exit here. This one goes towards areas across like to that side of Poole, towards Wimborne, and then that takes you up towards Bath. Right, so welcome to the borough of Poole. So
In a quarter mile, leave the roundabout at the third exit.
Poole itself. For our location, so we know where we're going.
Okay, man.
Leave at the third exit.
You know, I had a subway at the petrol station that's got budgeons.
Now leave the roundabout. In a quarter mile, leave the roundabout at the second exit.
So this is the A350 into the town centre of Poole.
Now, the time's took us. Right.
Leave at the second exit.
Right. To get back from there. Yes, we could have gone there to Weymouth and back. In
Now leave the
same amount of
roundabout.
time it took us to get from from Swanage.
For the next 1
To the
mile,
ferry.
keep straight on this road.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Joe likes the buses, he liked to go on it yesterday.
No, I'm just saying, we could have done 60 miles.
Yeah.
The time it took us to
I know,
do
I
that,
know what you're saying.
5 or 6.
Here we are, nearly arriving at Poole. So the time is now 14:55.
We're going in Wetherspoon for one.
What to eat?
No, to drink. Or get paper tea.
Huh?
Get paper tea tonight.
And anyway, here's Premier Inn, Halls Bay.
Well, it's gone a bit quiet, yeah.
You're going to eat it with a spoon, you're going to eat it with a
I
spoon.
didn't say that.
In half a mile, keep left.
I said it'd be a paper tea tonight.
I didn't say answer it.
And here we are, now arriving back into Poole. Right, these are the lifts at Falcon Square, Dolphin Shopping Centre, Poole Town Centre. Sadly, these lifts don't work. They're not even working, sadly. Epic fail. Alright, this is the lift near Boots, Dolphin Shopping Centre, Poole Town Centre. This is going to be a Thyssen lift. Be a bit discreet down here. It is. Let's go to R. Capacity 20 persons, 1500 kilograms. Roof.
Doors opening.
Careful.
Doors closing.
Hello, are you coming in? Yeah, that's all right.
Doors closing. Ground floor. Doors opening.
This is the. Looks like it's been decommissioned. This lift, old lift.